Hey everyone, good morning. Welcome to the Teach Better Today morning show where the Teach Better team gets to be live with you at the start of your day every single day, Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. Eastern. We are currently streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and LinkedIn. Gosh, say that 5 times fast. We also are going to make this, of course, an episode of Teach Better Talk podcast. So make sure you are subscribed and you do a little rating and review, especially after this episode. It's going to be a great one. Go grab your coffee. And I got someone to introduce you to that is a great friend of mine that I hope you all choose to add to your network here as you learn from an incredible new guest. Good morning, everyone. I am still here drinking my coffee, and yet the guest that I'm going to introduce you to here is telling me he has too much energy and is too hyper to sleep. So clearly we have nothing in common. Would you mind introducing yourself to our community?
Yeah, I'm excited to be here. Marlon Styles, yeah, super hyper. But more importantly, just someone who's here to serve the education community. Thrilled to be a guest on the show today. Looking forward to the dialogue, and let's have a lot of fun. If you're okay with it, I'm cool with it. Let's roll.
Oh, dude, so good. Marlon, it's funny because I don't know how I connected with you. I think it was like either Facebook suggested we be connected, or I know we have mutual connections, but I have not gotten the opportunity to really talk to you, get to know you as a person. So I kind of blindly invited you, being like, I know he's too cool, but maybe he'll say yes to coming on the show. So I feel like a little like proud fangirl right now that you are on the show sharing your insight with us. Thank you for joining us.
Absolutely. The answer is always yes. Anytime we get a chance to connect with people doing good things in the profession, the answer is always yes. You come running, do what you can to support. Ready to dive in. Whatever you got lined up today. Let's just have some fun.
I love it. So you and I were talking before we started the live stream, and you said that you have been on the road for the last 12 of 16 days, which just an FYI, that's a lot of travel. And I know it's going to start up for you again at the start of the new year, supporting educators for the rest of the school year. But before we get into all of that, would you mind telling us who you are, what do you do, where you located, kind of all that good stuff to give us some context?
Yeah, I'm an old school middle school math teacher at heart. That's right. Crazy middle school math mind. Loved everything about those children at that age group. Taught for several years. Been a school district superintendent leader for 15 plus years. Just recently, 6 year stint in Middletown City School District. Unbelievable staff there. Great community. Shout out to the staff in Middletown City School District. Absolutely love those folks up there doing great things for kids. Last 7+ months, been a member of the Learner Center Collaborative team. We're doing great work with school districts across the country. I think you know some of the fan favorites connected to Learner Center Collaborative. Got to give a shout out to my right-hand person, or should I say I'm her right-hand person, maybe. I don't know how we word that, but Katie Martin, good friend of mine, doing unbelievable things. Devin Vadichka leading the charge with Learner Center Collaborative. Excited to be working with school districts across the country. More importantly, just a team that believes in serving and helping learners be centered at the table around all things inside a school system so they can thrive in their community and just be their authentic selves. So just excited to be part of the work. Also doing some connection with school districts across the country, doing some speaking and consulting, providing some meaningful content as far as professional development. Excited to just be in a service role for educators in the schools.
I knew we were connected. The moment I knew there was something, and then you admitted you were a middle school math teacher, and that is the way to go always. We have a lot of those people in our community. Obviously, we support all different educators, K through 12, and all different subjects, but there's something weird about those middle school math teachers. Let me
uh,
so good.
that's us.
The other thing that I love that you're doing is supporting schools in a variety of different ways and trying to bring, our school systems into a way to best serve students. Where do you feel like your passion falls in that enormous topic?
The passion falls with the adults. and we've lived this for 20 plus years serving public education. The passion falls in trying to get adults to discover their joyful selves as educators and to accept the willingness that our kids, our learners are at the center of the table, and we build school systems and experiences and conditions around the aspirations of our learners with the ultimate goal of kids being able to thrive in their community, right? That's the passion piece. It's been a joy the last 7 months bouncing around this country, anywhere from Pennsylvania to Alexandria up north in DC, all the way out to Santa Ana in California, working with Hector down in Texas. But just to say this, and I have no problem going on the record with this, that's why we're so passionate. Education's in great hands right now. There's some phenomenal educators, unbelievable leadership happening right now in the profession, and our learners are in great hands. And it's just such a joy to be able to serve them, be a thought partner, and help them discover new experiences for learners.
I love that reminder. I think that frequently in education, we hear about how we're going down the wrong path, we're not doing enough, people aren't being served. And I really, me personally, I needed that reminder because you're right. The educators I connect with on a daily, hourly basis, whether they're working with the Teach Better team in some sort of like professional development or they're just in our community, right? Like people wanting to be around good people. There are so many good people serving in education right now, wanting to be a part of that good change. That is absolutely worth celebrating.
Celebrate it every single moment you can. I wish in education, I wish we do something that we were told not to do when we were younger, right? Younger, when we were little, I don't know about you. When we were younger, if you did something good and you were told, don't you ever brag about it, right? It's not good to brag. I think in education right now, we should just be beating our chest right now. We should brag about the great stuff happening in our school systems. When our kids are experiencing success and are showing us what ambition looks like, we should be bragging to the world about what's happening in our school system. So I'm with the mindset right now to let's just go tell the world about the great stuff happening and let's brag.
I love that. That's going to be our morning challenge getting started. Obviously, there's a lot that you all hopefully are going to be able to gain from this conversation, but let's hear in the comments for sure what's one thing you can brag about. Something that's happened like within the last 7 days. Like, friends, this is a great opportunity to celebrate those aha moments, that really good leadership moment, something that a colleague did that was amazing. Throw it in the chat, but I'm going to challenge everybody to find an external way to brag, right? Maybe it's a post on your favorite social media, maybe it's some sort of announcement, but tell somebody not in education something really cool that happened. Like, I love that challenge. It's a great morning challenge for everybody.
Let's go.
The other thing that I really appreciate that you emphasized was that you kind of joked like, oh, I don't really know who's in charge. We're all just supporting one another. On Bosses Day, which was a while ago, it was October 17th, we had a few team members in our internal Teach Better team say, oh, happy Bosses Day to like the owners of the team. And it was so funny because immediately, like without skipping a beat, there was responses like, wait, I don't know that we can really just celebrate one or two or three people as like quote unquote bosses in the work being done. We were like, wait, but your leadership is the reason we're here, like celebrating the other people who are leaders in our school. So just, I love that you're celebrating the fact that it's not about who has the title of who's in charge or whatever. It's about the contribution we can give to all be a little bit better as we move forward.
No doubt about it. This is relevant no matter if you're at the district level, the school level, or if you're part of a learner center collaborative team like I am, right? The team matters. The team absolutely matters. And it's not about who gets the recognition, who's the point of contact. It's about the team. And what I can say is this. Everybody's got a seat at the table. And as you think about the tables that you sit at with the teams that you serve, just make sure you got the right people at the table, sitting in the right seat, living in their genius. If those three things are in place, then you've got a phenomenal team that can do wonderful things for the communities that you serve. What I can say at Learner Center Collaborative, and if Katie was here, she would say the exact same thing. We've got the right people in the right seats, making the right contributions, absolutely living in their genius. And for that reason alone, it feels so good to be on the team. And that's why we feel like we're trusted partners with school districts across this country and able to do great things for kids. Think about the people sitting at your teams.
Yeah, I love that. And what a good reminder to celebrate that as you head into your work day is how can you remind the people in your life, the people at the table, that they are serving well and doing the good things? Or how can you be reflective and say, hey, this person does deserve a seat at the table, but maybe they need to move into another spot to support the community even better. I'm sure you've had that experience moving people around to find the best fit.
Yeah, it's all about best fit, but more importantly, it's about the team, right? Once the table gets set, how about another challenge? You down for another challenge? We're dishing challenges out this morning.
I
How about
like it.
another 7-day challenge for any team out there right now? If you're a member of a team, a staff, if you're an adult right now, here's a 7-day challenge. Over the next 7 days, the challenge is to find 7 different people and ask them 3 specific questions. Here we go. Question number 1: what can I do for us to be more successful? Question number 2: how can I be, let's see here, how can I be more of a positive impact on our team? And question number 3: what can I do specifically to help you as a teammate be more successful, be more impactful, and help you reach your career dreams or aspirations that you have? Ask 7 different people on 7 different days those 3 questions and see what type of elevated team camaraderie you discover. More importantly, think about ways that you'll be able to contribute to that team at a much deeper level. 7-day challenge. Who's willing to take it? Let's go.
I love this. We have a morning challenge. We have a 7-day challenge. This is only going to get better and better. We're going to transition here into our team talk and get into a little bit more nitty gritty of that educational conversation. Stick with us. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to the Teach Better Today morning show. We are getting into what I like to call the chips and salsa of the episode. We're going to get into some educational conversation. We've already challenged you with a lot of good stuff. So if you're just tuning in right now, 12 minutes in, you got to go back. You got to go listen to the 2 challenges we gave you earlier. Now let's get into a little bit more of our guest's brain passion space. So here's how this works. I know that you're a newbie on the show. You're a newbie in the Teach Better family. We're going to teach you how this goes. I want to know what your soapbox moment is. Like if there is something that you want our community here, the Teach Better community, hundreds of thousands of educators, what is the one thing you want them to take away? What's the one thing you're most passionate about that you're an advocate for? I know it's a tough question. What would be your go-to?
Ooh, we only get to pick one? Are you serious?
Well, I was gonna say one. I always like to cheat and do like 2 or 3, but I'm gonna throw it out there as one, and then
Okay.
we'll just do whatever we need to do.
Okay. All right. I didn't want to cheat and get kicked off the show as a newbie, but we'll try to squeeze maybe 1 or 2 into one response. So here we go. Soapbox moment. Refuse to back down on this conversation with anybody. School systems, school leaders who are imagining how to better serve, educators thinking about how to get through to kids. Soapbox topic: the student furthest away from the opportunity absolutely matters the most. As we explore solutions, as we think of prototypes, as we're in the design thinking mode, as we're trying to be creative as educators, please stop seeking solutions and implementing for all. Please consider designing ideas, prototypes, solutions, proof points for a student by name who you believe is furthest away from the opportunity. If you want to experience success and truly make a difference, go out to those margins, get way out there to the edge, get really, really, really personal, do an empathy interview with that one child furthest from the opportunity. I learned this strategy from Kim Smith from Digital Promise, and it has changed my thinking as a school leader. It's changed how the teams I've served on and led have been able to better serve kids. Soapbox moment, don't let it go. And I'm gonna squeeze number 2 in if you don't mind before we end on this topic, right?
Do it, do
Soapbox
it.
moment number 2, there is joy in education for educators across this country. Find your educator joy, protect it, invest in it, appreciate it, and it will appreciate you in this profession. Find your joy in education and don't let it go.
I love a good soapbox moment that includes reaching students and supporting yourself. I think that we needed those two because they go hand in hand. I think sometimes as educators, we feel like we need to find a niche. And the reality is that nothing we do in this world day to day actually exists in isolation. It is a three-dimensional conversation. I love that you were able to bring in students and what we can do professionally, right? And then also how we can ensure our minds and our bodies stay ready and up for the challenge.
Always, always, always. You hear self-care all the time. I just call it good old-fashioned joy, right? Let your heart shine through and focus on the kids at all times. You'll end up in a great spot.
Oh man, so good. We have packed so much into this episode. I know we're going to wrap it up, but I want to make sure our community connects with you because like I said, I feel like I stumbled upon being a fan of your work, and I don't want others in our community to stumble. Sometimes we get those really, really cool opportunities where we're just in the right spot. Other times we have to hunt for them and be those dot connectors. So tell our community how they can not only connect with you, but follow you on social. If you have any resources you want to connect them to, we are all about spreading the love.
Yeah, again, I'm going to give you a 2-for-1 special here and just cheat and break the rules on this show as a newbie. If you're interested in learner-centered movements, huge passion behind that work there. You can check us out at learnercenter.org. Trusted, responsible partners in education. We're here to partner with you and your school districts on what you want to do for your school communities around our Learner Center movement on an individual basis. You can check me out on anywhere, all social media platforms, Marlon Styles Jr., Styles Marlon Jr. Check me out, X, Instagram, Facebook, you name it, LinkedIn on there as well. Also, website is up and running at www.marlonstyles.com. Would love to come to your school community, invest in your people so they can better serve their kids. Been a blast being on the show today. Whole lot of fun, and I'm going to take that 7-day challenge myself.
Oh, it's so good. I cannot wait to continue being a learner in your community, being connected to you. But now that you've been on the show, you're officially Teach Better family. So you're boxed in now. You can't go anywhere.
We're here for life now. Let's make it happen.
It's so good. And the next time I'm in Cincinnati, because we serve a bunch of schools down there, we're going to connect up and meet in real life. I'm demanding it.
Well, count me in. I'll treat you to Skyline Chili, a fan favorite here in Cincinnati.
Oh my God, everyone talks about the chili. Okay, I can't wait. Friends, we hope you have an amazing rest of your morning. You have a great week ahead. And please know that we are always here to support you. So if you have questions about the show, questions about connecting with our incredible guests that join the show, or if you just need something, like please know that we are real people here joining the conversation, and we absolutely would love to hear from you. So we hope you have an amazing day ahead, and we'll see you tomorrow on Teach Better Today. Bye, guys.
Have a great week, everyone.
Hey, Teach Better community. Thank you so much for joining the Teach Better Today morning show every single weekday at 7 a.m. Eastern. We have so many resources for you outside of this live stream at teachbetter.com, including blogs, podcasts, and professional development that will bring our team to your school. Wherever you are listening from this morning, please make sure you are sharing and celebrating the incredible educators in this world. And hey, if you are listening over on a podcast to Teach Better Talk, we would love a 5-star review. The comments are always so entertaining. We'll see you tomorrow.